Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when the 2023 Finance Bill was drafted from the Cabinet by the CS for Finance, then it was brought to the National Assembly, Senator Cherargei said that in that Finance Bill, even a comma will not be changed. It is going to be passed the way it is. Remember, he's talking, but he's a senator. He does not sit where the finance bill is being passed, only in the National Assembly. But that was his view and position, that that bill should pass like that, it is okay, and he was quoting IMF as the inspiration for that finance bill. But you know, Kenyans were saying something different. For those who went to public participation, 70% was of no. But Cherargei was with the people who were of passing it the way the executive needed, just to please IMF and one William Samuel Ruto. With all this, we know the cost of living, even it has been very, very high. And when you talk about cost of living, people are reducing it to unga only. But then yesterday at night, there was a discussion on KTN News, and one Kenyan by the name Wanja got a chance to face off Cherargei with the truth live on camera, and she asked serious question. In 8 minutes, Wanja spoke. She destroyed Senator Cherargei completely with his lies and the character he has always used to bully people on social media and propel anything that is coming from William Ruto, whether poisonous or good. There are so many questions he's raising, from the finance bill, IMF, cost of living, and what Kenyans are saying at large. First of all, listen to this shortly, then from there we're going to continue with this discussion.
The Kenyan is called Wanja Zubeida. As the night goes along, mimi tu ni kusikitika, kushangaa, kujiuliza jameni, Mheshimiwa Cherargei, Mheshimiwa wa Mbeere North, hati hao ndio sauti yetu kwa bunge. Swali yangu ya kwanza itakuwa hiyo story ya kuongea kuhusu subsidizing consumption na production. It is even unfortunate that such a prominent member of the Senate can even quote the IMF as the inspiration for their legislation. Tumejua kwamba IMF, World Bank na hizo Bretton Woods institutions zimekuwa very bad in terms of, in fact, even this finance bill. Na asante sana kwa kutaja hao IMF, kwa sababu tumejua kwamba they are the ones who are behind this bill that is very bad for Kenyans. How is it bad for Kenyans? Wakati ambayo watu wanaitwa Center for Fiscal Policy walifanya research, 90% of Kenyans walisema hawataki finance bill. Leo Infotrack wamesema 73% of Kenyans believe that Kenya is headed in the wrong direction. And therefore, when I hear the leader in the Senate, Cherargei, saying that even the IMF has approved and they are okay with subsidizing consumption, swali yangu najiuliza ni, kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Cherargei na wenzake wanasikiza IMF kuliko kusikiza sisi 90% ambayo tumesema Kenya is headed in the wrong direction? Swali yangu ya pili, kusema ya kwamba ati vile tunaendelea ni vizuri. Aren't you the same senator alisema ati even we shall not change the Finance Act, even a comma. Kwa hivyo wananchi hawajui kitu wanasema. Even the judge mwenye amehandle hii matter anaitwa Justice Mugure Dhande alisema this bill is precarious to the Kenyans. So swali yangu ni, kwa hivyo Kenya Kwanza wanasikiza IMF kuliko kusikiza wa Kenya, kwa sababu hao ndio una quote ku back up your justification? Issue 2, when you talk about the cost of living, wacheni kushinda mkituambia kuhusu mahindi. Sisi wote hatukulangi ugali. Mchele imepanda bei, spaghetti imepanda bei, maharago imepanda bei, waru imepanda bei. Waru nasikia inaitwa cash crop za Nyandarua. Maziwa imepanda bei. Kwa hivyo msishinde mkitumia example ya mahindi peke yake. When we say the cost of living, na sisi wengine wa Nairobi wenye tunaishi kwa slums na kwa ghetto, hatuna mashamba, sisi sio wakulima, tunalipwa 300 na unga inatoka 150. So it is very simplistic for Kenya Kwanza government to tell us that it is only about unga. Jambo yangu ya mwisho ni kuuliza mheshimiwa wa Mbeere North, ile nguvu uko nayo kama mheshimiwa wa kurepresent sauti ya Wambere umeitumia ku legislate maandamano. Swali yangu ni, tumekuwa kwa government for 10 months. Mkisema ati mliingia juzi, ule mtoto wako ameingia kwa tumbo ya mama yake, alishaingia mkiwa kwa serikali, amekaa miezi 9, ameanza kunyonya, sasa anakula githeri. Hamkuingia juzi, mko karibu kumaliza birthday ya mwaka moja kwa sababu August ni next month. Swali yangu ni, when will you put your house in order and ask yourself, kwani njaa inaweza kungoja? Hawa Kenyans ambayo wamesikizwa na wamevaa sufuria every day kwa kichwa wakisema wako na njaa, mtagojea IMF iwaambie msubsidize production ndio tungojee miezi 6 na njaa? Mtu akiwa na njaa anaweza kufa. Na hata hawa Kenyans wenye wanasema wako na njaa, wakikufa mtatax nani na vile taxes zenu ziko juu?
Now, apart from Wanja responding to the issue of finance bill and the reason why people are honestly demonstrating, she also weighed in on the issue of the emerging amendment. Remember, this regime want to do some amendment on the right to picket. They want now put the blame or the burden of destruction during demonstration to the organizers of demonstrations. And therefore she was asking the legislature who was drafting this bill that why is it that you are only looking on one side to only focus on those who are organizing a demonstration to punish them, but then you don't focus on the issue of police brutality, and what about the people who have suffered or injured in the hands of police officers? Why not legislate on something that is going to help Kenyans, but you are focusing on just things that they want to help those who are in power? Look at that. Because her argument is that if you're talking about the issue of damage caused, the person to bear the burden, then talk about also about those who have been injured through demonstration. What about their treatment? Who should take care of their treatment in the office, in the hospital? Who should pay? Right now, many people have been beaten and brutalized. It's people like Eric Omondi we are seeing, Babu Owino and Raila Azimio. They are organizing on how to, pay the bill for these people, meet them in the hospital. That's what is happening. But the state is doing nothing. Remember, it were police officers through order from the state who clogged people. Bullets. But now the state is not taking responsibility on treatment of these people. Listen to her shortly.
Even as your legislation mkilegislate kuhusu maandamano, mheshimiwa, hiyo bill unatengeneza, please include ile thorn in the flesh. Na hiyo thorn in the flesh ni police brutality. Kwa nini kama utengenezi bill tu ya Kenya kwanza ni ya Kenya, kwa nini usiseme wale wameumia kwa police brutality watengenezwe hospitali na government? Kwa nini useme cost ya kuumia ifanywe na government? Kwa nini usiongee kuhusu the cost of brutalizing people? So for us, all we are seeing is that a whole senator anaquote IMF badala ya kuquote kilio yetu. A whole MP, instead of focusing on the issue at hand, the low hanging fruit in the cost of living, anaongea kuhusu kulegislate maandamano. This issue is beyond Raila Odinga. This issue is beyond Azimio. The maandamano is a Kenyan issue, and that is why sufuria is our national uniform. The government has been in position for almost a year. This whole housekeeping has taken so long for a people who campaigned with a principle of tukieka Biblia chini, a campaign that organizing principle was solving the problems of the hustler. So, how much time do you need if this is a whole year that is about to end, and a child who was not born yet is now eating githeri, and you are still doing your housekeeping? Is it that you're not fit for the job? Is it that...
Now, as we conclude this discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our internet subscribers. I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. And by the way, I want to thank Gumzo News TV. Gumzo News TV, he has been even reaching out to me with more information from what is happening on ground in Rift Valley. He has been sharing a lot of information with me, and I always bring it to you here. But above all, he still sent his support through M-Pesa. So I want to thank you so much for supporting our work, even through with your resources. Thank you so much. And you can also reach out to him he always presents his content in Swahili. So please, you can also visit Gumzo News TV. Show him love by supporting him through subscribing to his channel. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Now, like Wanja has put it very, very clear, I think this was one of the lowest moment for Cherargei. Cherargei, it was the first time meeting a Kenyan who understands exactly what is happening in the economy, the politics of the country, and where we are as far as the issue of demonstration is concerned. She really faced Cherargei with the truth. You could see his face. Cherargei cannot provide answers to this. So we need more Kenyans who have such kind of courage to face such leaders with the reality and tell them the truth. So they cannot run away with this lie they're going to sell to the people. You would think like Cherargei has got the mandate of the people from Nandi County to support what he's doing, which is not true. The people of Nandi are speaking something different from what Cherargei is totally pushing for. So you tell me, what kind of answer would Cherargei give to this? For them, they are being inspired by the IMF. We know Ruto has been pushed to a corner by IMF. They're telling him, don't change. This bill should be like this. Look at those things. And I was reading one of the articles where they were saying that Ruto is now looking for other ways of collecting revenue in case this one is going to flop. Remember, there is fight in court. Tuko na Okiya Omtata kule, and Raila has said also, as Okiya Omtata, Otiende Amolo are fighting this one in court. Let us fight it in the public court. So we take this fight on the street through demonstration, so that if we lose in one side, we continue with the other side to push this regime. Ruto is looking for other means to collect resources in case the finance bill is going to flop. That means it's IMF that has pushed him to this corner, and seemingly he's giving in to IMF. So he's in a confusion. The question that Wanja is raising, are you going to be inspired by IMF that never gives you mandate to lead, or Kenyans who give you the mandate to lead and who are also taxpayers? That is the big question also on this Punchline. We have been asking every day. Cost of living, they reduce it to unga. It is all basic commodities. You need sugar, you need milk, you need bread, you need beans, you need potatoes, so many things. You need cooking oil, you need salt. Watu wanahitaji gas, sababu watu watano watapika aje na kuni. You need gas, you need kerosene kupika na stove. All this, the price is hiking. That is making the life so much expensive to afford. And I was also watching another video from Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi is claiming that people are in Nairobi demonstrating, putting sufuria on their heads, and they cannot go in their farms to dig. Then you wonder, do people in Nairobi have farms to dig? Do they have land there? You've been employed. And they're saying that even in Rift Valley, they will not sell their maize cheap to the people in Nairobi. Okay, he could be right in one way or another. But the question is that if you're telling the people in Nairobi to go and farm rather than working or demonstrating because of high cost of living, then kama sisi wote tutakuwa wakulima, hiyo mahindi ya wakulima wa Rift Valley watauza wapi? Sisi wote hatuwezi kuwa wakulima. Lazima kuna mwalimu, kuna daktari, kuna mkulima, kuna engineer, na hata kuna hustler wa barabara. Different people. Wengine hawana mashamba. So these are the advisors close to William Ruto. And you can see the kind of advice they will offer to such a leader. What Bible will normally say that when you are a wise leader being advised by fools, then you are equally a fool. That's the reality. If you are borrowing advice from Cherargei, then you bring in Oscar Sudi. Tell me, will you really lead this country? Watu wafanya kazi Nairobi, wanunua chakula kutoka Rift Valley. Lakini serikali elewa maisha iko juu, wapunguza gharama ya production na hata wa subsidize chakula. Serikali iko na haki ya kununua chakula kama iko bei ya juu waleta kwa subsidy. Kwa nini wasinunulie mkulima mahindi kwa bei ya juu bila wanataka, lakini wakuja wauze hiyo mahindi kwa bei ambayo iko subsidized so that everyone can afford and save life. That is what Wanja is talking about here. I mean, Center for Peace did a research. 90% were not supporting this bill. Then Infotrack just released their results. This is scientific analysis. It's opinion poll showing 70% of Kenyans are in disagreement with the position in which the government took and the direction the country is heading to, which is wrong. They don't listen to this. They only listen to people like Cherargei and the Sudi, and that's why we are lost. I think this was one of the best moments Cherargei faced with the reality from the common mwananchi. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section for coordination of this conversation. Thank you, and see you in our next video.